Welcome to Internet Anytime, number 4.
Let's feel it.
So it has been 12 days since our last podcast, and boy, does it feel like an eternity.
Wow.
What do you guys think?
I think I feel better at the end of the week than I did at the beginning of the week.
All right.
I feel good. I'm optimistic. I knew that things were going to go the way that they are going, so I feel good.
Right on. I was more talking about how, like, Election Day feels so far away.
Yeah.
It does. It's weird. Isn't it weird, like, this whole year has been one of those things where it feels like everything was a long time ago, but at the same time, yesterday?
Yes. I feel like COVID started 3 years ago, but also 1 week ago. But no, it feels like so long ago that we were last, like, in crowds, like, freely hugging people, making out with strangers. That was, like, 6 years ago.
Oh,
Like, even when I see people doing that on TV, I'm like, oh no, you're going to catch the COVID. And I'm like, oh wait, this movie was made in 1994.
Yeah, I have that reflex a lot, definitely. I'm like, no masks! Or it's just a funny comment to make on stuff that's pre-masks or whatever.
The before time.
Right.
The before.
The before time.
Which I think anti-maskers use as, like, fake propaganda once in a while, right? Being like, look at all these people not wearing masks. And it's like, it's from before masks.
Like, actually, that's a video from Woodstock.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a Justin Timberlake video from, like, 2015 or 2016 that predicted all of this stuff.
Video?
What?
Yeah, music video.
Timberlake music
Sexy
video?
Back? Was it Sexy Back?
No. But it's like everything that's going on right now is happening in this video. Yes.
Really?
We'll put a link to it in the description.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember. I just remember the year somebody sent it to me, and I'm not big enough of a fan of his to, like, know the songs.
Like, how long ago? What year?
Like, 2016 is fairly new.
Okay.
Was it, like, In Time? Was it around that time that movie came out?
What movie?
In Time?
Oh, In Time, I remember that one. It's the one with him and... What's the blonde?
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried, where, like, the world, everyone has a limit. It's like money. Like, it's like currency, but it's time. So the more currency, more time you have, the longer you live. And you don't age. But once your time runs out, you're dead. Like his mom was... What's her name? Olivia Wilde played Justin Timberlake's mom because she never aged.
That's the movie?
Yes.
That's the movie.
So in the movie, time is money.
Mm-hmm.
Time is money. So
Literally.
everyone stops aging at like 22. So even if you're 80, you look 22. Or you could be 30 and then you die at 30 because you run out of money, which means you run out of time.
Yeah, you have like a counter on your wrist that goes off, like a timer.
Gotcha.
And just constantly goes down.
Well, I found the video. I don't think it has anything to do with that movie. The song is straight up called... That's okay. In fact, it gives us more material for later. I had videos picked out for our reaction videos later, but we're going to watch this music video as well for the song called Supplies. It's what it's called. Yes, aptly titled. So.
Supplies? Raise your hand if you've ever heard of this song before.
No.
Supplies?
His new album,
Is this from the In the Woods album?
2018.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, because all of no one watched that music video or listened to that album.
I don't know. I bet when we bring it up later, it's going to have like 1 million views.
It's going to have
at least 1 billion.
23 of his closest
32
friends.
million views.
No!
But that's like friends and family.
Exactly. This is friends and family have been playing this video on repeat since 2018. And then they had COVID happen, so they had a lot of time to watch this video.
We need to tap into some friends and family for our views.
Hello, friends and family. Check us out.
That's right. You hear that? No, nobody's listening. Not even our friends and family. So 12 days since the election, our last podcast was on election day specifically, and I have to say our mood was really different. We were nervous, sweaty, we were crabby.
Yeah, all those things.
We were faking our interest in doing a podcast because we just wanted to know what was going on. and with the election, and I personally just wanted to drink it away.
Okay.
Which happened.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You were here.
Yes. That was a good day. It
What's-
ended up being a good day. Not in the beginning when everyone was afraid and nervous. It was crazy how many people I talked to, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to go do such and such, and then I'm going to go home and drink.
It was weird because they kept saying, I mean, people were like kind of letting you know what was going to happen.
Mhm.
People kind of knew that that Trump was going to have a good turnout on election day, but it was going to be the following days when the ballots came in. So like weeks before, people said, don't worry if that happens. But even when it happened, I was still kind of like, you know?
Like, what do you mean? That they're going to complain about late ballots being counted?
No,
What were you?
no, I was like just, he's like he was leading, and it's like, even though I knew that potentially could change within the coming days, it was a bad night for me. You know?
I thought that he was, I don't know about going to bed at night if I still thought he was going to win, but definitely in the evening when polls were closing out east. And I was like, he's got it again.
Right.
Because I was like, Biden needs Pennsylvania, he needs Georgia, he needs these states, and he was behind like 50,000 people. And I'm like, there's no way that he surmounts these, or that these states like Georgia is ever going to go for Biden, which it looks like it's going to, crazily enough. But looking at it on that day, it was like, no. And I was pretty resigned to the fact that we were going to see another Trump presidency at about 6 p.m. on election day.
See, I stopped paying attention to CNN and all of that, and I was like, I'm just going to not even look because everything was changing by the hour. So I'm like, I'm not going to get stressed out when things are going to be completely different in 30 minutes.
Definitely.
Yeah, it just,
Yeah. So I tuned in the next morning, and they're like, Biden, and I was like, yes. Yes.
They are, I mean, the days after the election, it was just very repetitive. There was no new news. It was like, they're still counting in Arizona,
Yeah.
93% in, and then Wednesday night it was like 94% in. It's like, what are they doing?
exactly.
Yeah.
The impatience. Like, you're just waiting. Where's the new numbers? Give me new numbers.
But at the same time, we're still not necessarily like in the clear, right? Like, he hasn't conceded the election. He who will not be named. Let's never say his name again.
You got
I like that. He
I'm
who
down.
shall not be named will not concede. He's not going to act in any way that's a fair political manner.
Well,
He said that he wants to get rid of the Electoral College and replace those electorates with new people and have those people vote in his favor in those people's places.
yeah, I've heard that in the past as a possible, you know, what they would try to, like, him just put his own electoral voters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't, like, the certified ones that they have now, just saying screw that and just throw in his own and try to make that count. But
That's just...
I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, that sounds insane. I don't think the American people will stand for that. I would not stand for that.
I mean, it's the Electoral College, like the people who are actually like casting those votes, I think in some states and to a certain degree, they could do whatever they want, right? Like there's always
Yeah.
rogue voters. I think it's state by state how they do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Colorado has a law where all their electoral votes goes to the candidate who won the popular vote.
That is what the law should be.
But that's not the way it is in other states. Some states, you're right, they could, if you wanted to, you could just vote for who you wanted to.
They could and they have.
It does seem like there's too many electoral votes to really switch because it seems like Biden's going to win by like 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a big pro-Trump rally, or there's a big rally for he who will not be named in Washington, D.C. today. But they said that there was just like 3,000 people there.
Oh,
some
that's
people.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be 1 million people.
I think it was the Proud Boys that were organizing it. I'm not 100% sure, but I could be.
I had seen something like that too. I think that they were part of organizing. They seem to be part of organizing any pro-Trump rally at this point.
And their name sounds like something that you would be proud of. They sound like they would be like, oh, the Proud Boys. Like maybe they make cookies, but no. No, it's something much different.
Proud Boys branded cookies. Yeah.
You don't want them, and they only come in sugar.
Or meth. I mean, whatever those guys eat.
Just little crystals sprinkled on top to really rev them up.
Mm-hmm. And they're served with a Truly or a White Claw.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time I see like footage or like YouTubers interviewing Proud Boy people, they always have like a White Claw and they're like bulletproof vest strapped in somewhere.
You sure it's not the
my
white
God.
Monster Energies?
No, dude.
Oh my God.
No, because
That's
that
so
was
good.
yeah. I'm not. That's what's so funny. It's like okay.
Getting drunk with our AK-47s, and we're gonna go march.
Yes, but it's more like a commentary on the type of drink because it's, by them and by many like right-wing type memes and social media, there is like girly drinks and manly drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
And a Truly / White Claw would definitely be considered a girly drink.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know.
Now they have
I don't
Bud
think that's a
Light
thing.
seltzer.
Yeah.
Right, they're trying to appeal to the male audience, although apparently they don't need to. Bless you. Everybody enjoys Truly and White Claw sometimes, and then I think somebody gets too drunk off of them, and then you don't want to see them for a minute.
It sounds like you're speaking from personal experience.
I think I'm speaking for America. Every single time I'm in the grocery store, man, somebody's got a case of those in their hand. Those things fly off the shelves.
They do.
That's why everyone's making their version now.
Yeah, because it's seltzer drinks, and then it's like, less calories, and then all the flavors, so you can just sip it. You don't need any mix.
Yeah, some of them really taste bad.
Oh, really?
Like the flavors?
Which ones?
I don't know. I don't know which ones I've had. I get them confused. Like White Claws, Trulies, they're all kind of the same. I've had them before. Minnesota. What did we get at the cabin? Was it Trulies?
I don't remember. I know that.
Remember that case, that variety pack I got? I think it was Trulies.
I like Trulies. I like White Claw more than I like Truly. Truly is a little bit sweeter.
Because there was like a pomegranate or a berry something that I had that I did not like.
Okay.
The rest are pretty good though.
I like them. I even had like the Bud Light seltzers, and those are decent.
I have not tried the Bud Light seltzer, although I am curious about it. I did try Corona Refresca or whatever.
Okay.
Refresca?
Well, that's like the Corona version. We had it together at that. We went to this party, and they were serving it there.
A party?
Pre-Corona.
Oh, that's right. At this downtown.
It was like the last social function before the lockdown, so it was already a little weird.
Almost a year ago.
Wow.
No, it was in March.
Okay.
It was in early March.
That's almost a year ago.
8 months.
Almost.
Although it feels like forever ago, it really does. As we said before, but the Corona Refresca was bad. It was bad, and we made fun of it because already coronavirus was a thing. So the joke was like Corona Refresca. It's like this. We're already joking about second wave, like it's come back.
Refresca, like refreshing.
Yeah.
Refresca.
I think if the joke was funnier because we were like drunk and with funny strangers. We're like, haha. But now talking about it, it doesn't make sense.
Depressing.
Well, it's depressing. Why? Just because we were with strangers?
It's good to remember a time when you were able to talk to strangers with no masks and just enjoy your beverage.
You guys do that, right? When you're like out in public and you see people in masks, you try to guess what they actually look like from the face down.
Yeah. Oh, so I've heard about these people that they do mask fishing. That's the one thing now. You meet people, and then like people are like, you think that they are
think
cute.
they're attractive.
You think they're attractive, but they're mask fishing because
turns out they're missing a whole chin.
They're missing teeth,
Yep.
or like they just are not attractive. But it's not really the person's fault because you wanted their number and you didn't know what they look like for real. So it's kind of on you. But I've heard that's called mask fishing now.
Okay. That's what I like about work. So there's the mask not seeing them. When I'm at work, sometimes like the last show that I did, there was a couple of days, there was people like for days, all I saw was this part and up. I would love lunch though, because lunch was the time when people, the only time you got to take out that
Demasking.
mask.
Yes.
So it was always a surprise, like figuring out what they actually look like. And sometimes it's, whoa, it catches you off guard. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that they catch you off guard or they look bad or anything like that. It's just not what I had in my head.
Okay. Yeah. some people, like, I've noticed that they might look better. Some people might look worse. Some people look younger or older than I thought.
Didn't look what I thought.
It really is like you just fill in the blank for yourself,
Yeah, right.
what you think the rest of their face will look like.
And I think the voice plays a big part in that. Hearing their voice, I think you kind of give features to voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel like every time somebody has revealed their face, I've always been like, oh, like I've never feel like I had it quite right, you know?
Yeah.
You always make an assumption, and it's always a little bit different, for better or for worse, or either way. And I mean, I guess it's sort of the same as like looking at somebody from behind, almost. Or
Yeah. Have you ever? Wait.
Oh, like you've never done that?
No, it's just this morning I had a very interesting seeing someone from behind.
Ooh, tell.